I like to say, like, we're in the business of providing solutions for people, problem solving, but we're also in the business of building self-belief in people and self-worth and realizing they are made for more.
Hey, Authentic Influencers. Today I have a very special guest with me. This is Sarah Cole. And I'm so excited to bring her on because she's someone that, like, I've been watching her journey for a while. It's been about a year, hasn't it, Sarah?
Yeah, a year since I did, your program.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And she has just like skyrocketed and done amazing things in her business. So I wanted to bring her on to kind of help some of you who may be struggling a little bit to see like it is really possible. So welcome, Sarah.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm just so honored and excited. These podcasts I've been listening to, for the past year and a half. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, I would love to just start by you telling us a little bit about like where you were before you found Social Tenacity and everything. What were some of the things you were struggling with? Where are you at now? Like, what was your experience like, and where are you going now?
Absolutely. So, I got into network marketing, never imagining that that would be something I would ever be interested or do, but I started out of necessity. I'm a nurse anesthetist by trade. I do anesthesia. I absolutely love my job. I was out of school, for a couple years, and you graduate thinking, okay, I'm making this awesome 6-figure income. Hey, things are great. This is, my goal. However, what they don't talk about a lot is all the student loan debt that most people have. And I had about 6 figures worth. Mine is pretty average for what people graduate with. But the other bump in the road was us wanting to grow our family. And we're spending a lot of money for fertility treatments every month. And I'm just very candid about my journey with that. It's 1 in 8 people. And I think it touches a lot of people's lives. And I felt very stuck. So I actually had some coworkers that were with a skincare company. I found out how much they were making per month. I'm going to be honest. And I was like, wow, this sounds amazing. You can work this from your phone. I had just gotten done with grad school for 3 years. Going into, when it's all said and done, it's close to $300,000 of debt because I was missing out on 3 years of work income too, So I was already over 300s in the red, right? And not even making money yet. So for me, I was like, hey, they not advertise it, but they're like, you put in the work 3 to 5 years, you can really build a life-changing income, right? So I jumped in and I was able to work my way up to their top 2% of the company. It was like about what I was making as like a entry-level bedside nurse. I was pretty happy with it, but I was so stuck because it didn't feel authentic to who I was. The way they trained us, it was very, the spammy, cold messages, make a list of 300, reach out and copy and paste a message to at least 100 in your first week, that kind of training. Because yeah, sure. I mean, you may or may not agree, like maybe that worked 10 years ago or whenever, when all of these multiple, 7-figure earners or whatever are making a lot of money now, they did that back in the day, maybe that worked. But now it just didn't feel right to me. So I figured out my own way. I couldn't teach my team to do it at all. I didn't know what I was doing right. I had no idea. I had no marketing experience. I was in the medical field and I felt so stuck. And I was honestly about ready to throw in the towel with the industry because for me, I was like, if I can't feel like I can be who I am and build this from the heart, this isn't something that's going to be sustainable for me. And I need to figure something out, And meanwhile, we did do IVF. I had my son, such a blessing, so grateful. But I wanted to be the kind of mom I've always wanted to be too and not feel like I'm burnt out in the OR either. So I was like, okay, how do I do this authentically, but still keep up this passive income so I can afford to work part-time, pay off my loans, recover from all the money we spend on fertility treatments, work towards having our second, and that's still a journey for us. So I literally feel like Social Tenacity, your Facebook ad, I saw like 1 or 2 of them And I was like, is she talking to me? Is she reading my mind? I literally felt like you were speaking. And I was like, I absolutely love this post. I love this Facebook ad because it was from the heart and it was authentic and it was real and it was touching on all of my pain points and providing a solution to me. And I was like, well, if she's this good and if these people are this good at putting together this kind of Facebook ad, I want to know how to do this, and I'm a big researcher, so I looked everything up and I was like, you know what? I am going to invest in myself and get signed up. And it was mind blowing to me when I was in there. I was like, wait, what? Like, this is what I was doing along. One of those things was foundation traffic that you taught, earning the attention of your audience, planting seeds, learning how to do that. Learning how to set up funnels, learning how to automate things, connecting with other like-minded people in there. And also, I think what was really great about it is it wasn't just about like all these tools, but it was also about morning routines and personal development and becoming a better just human, and setting boundaries on your life and having good work-life balance and setting new habits, to set yourself up for success. And I think that was a huge part of it because the mindset coaching I did with Trisha was my big turning point because I finally said to her, I don't know if I'm with the right company anymore because I can't make it happen. I'm trying to do these tools with my current team. Like there's something that doesn't align, right? Did some soul searching and I prayed on it. It took me several months to get to this point, but I decided I need to do my research, find a product that really speaks to me. And it's, it's not all about the product, but be able to nail down my purpose and my mission for my new business, which had completely changed from what I was doing, and to find a company and a product that I could use as a tool to execute that too. So, I kept going. I started with my new company and things just fell into place. I looked forward to like planting those seeds, like no more cold messaging, Hollywood, none of that. And I think I was really starting to attract the right people because you helped me to narrow down my avatar. And I found my niche of burnt out parents in the medical field. I say it was moms, but I say parents now because we actually have a growing number of men joining our team now too. And it just totally, took off. I was able to earn their car program in my first month. I had been working towards it for almost 5 years with my last company. I was able to earn it my first month. My husband jumped on board. He's also on my team. He was able to earn it in 3 weeks. And I'm making that dream income that I've always wanted, which is that, that 5-figure monthly income. And, I used to always be uncomfortable sharing like numbers like that. But, for me, I had to hear from other people what's possible, because for me, I do this for more time with my son and my family and to empower other people to have work-life balance. And I need something that's going to be worth my time because I could always work extra in the operating room, So I think when people start to realize, wow, like, okay, I can actually make more per hour, doing something like this, building a home-based business from the heart, it opens their eyes to more possibilities,
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Well, congratulations on all your success. Like, this is amazing. And you've only been with your new company for how long? About a year? Is that right?
A little over a year, like a year and a month.
Okay.
Now.
Awesome. So,
yeah.
Well, and so let's talk a little bit about foundation traffic, because you had said like that has been your main thing that has helped you to build your business the most. So like, what is it that you do for foundation traffic? Because there's lots of different ways that you can kind of like look at it and stuff. So I'm just interested of what you're doing that's making you so successful.
Yeah. So one of the things I loved about like kind of the way I learned about it in the program was you got to keep working at it. It's not going to come instant. And I also love that mentality too, because before I was trained, you become basically like a robot and you copy and paste and you spam it and you can do it super easy, right? Why not take it to the next level and really teach people the tools so they have to use their brain and really make it their own and make it something they're proud of, So I love that, and I'm just like, keep going. So for me, what I did, my main process is you have to figure out your avatar. You have to figure out who it is you want to serve, and get really crystal clear. And also like write down your mission, like exactly what it is, because when you have at the top of your head every single day as your purpose, and you're not thinking about how much you can sell, how many people you can get on your team, it's not about that. It's about how many people you can help. That I think helps people with their nerves to try something new, but also just it's more fulfilling, so you don't get burnt out by it as well. Something you grow to love. So figuring that out, finding where those people would hang out in Facebook groups, and when I go in there, in my personal opinion, a lot of network marketers get really spammy in those groups, and people are very much on guard. They don't want to be sold to in there, but there are people who are looking for solutions when you can show them in the right way by leading with your heart and by adding value first. So I find the people in the groups, and I do the enlightened marketing, like the research, post the question, what's the toughest part being a working mom? I mean, I probably got 200 comments on there, and I found all those themes. So all those themes I used as material to speak directly to that person. When I write a post, I try to speak to one person that I'm like really thinking about, so they feel like that connection, just like how I felt, and that's kind of how it works. And I've also kind of evolved it too, where the way I've been able to help my team kind of get those quick responses and build their confidence is I have them share stories of success on our team, because that's what I did. I had no success when I first joined, and I didn't even post about it on my page at all or anything, because I was still like, I don't know if I can even do a new company or anything. I was nervous. So I really did everything in groups. And what I did is I went in, and you can search groups, and I would see somebody say, hey, I feel stuck. I want an extra income. Like, what are people doing for extra incomes from home? There's all the spammy ones on there, right? Like, direct, message me, blah, 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 blah. So I'd pass all those. And then I would simply say, first of all, I can completely relate to you. I validate them. And then I would share Kristen's story, my sponsor who got me started, and how quickly she was able to grow, and how she, and I say I was skeptical, but I decided to learn more, and I'm so glad I did. There's lots of options out there, and that's it. I would leave it. And then sure enough, people comment below wanting more information. So they're like, wow, like, okay, somebody has something legit. They're having success. And that's really kind of how I grew my friend base too, without sending these cold friend requests, is people would send me the friend request because they want to know what it is I'm up to and what I'm doing. And when I've planted enough of those comments and seeds all over the place with the foundation traffic, I still have people reaching out to me from something they saw 2 months ago, so you never know, who's looking for that. And I think it's just putting in the content and the solutions so people can see it and be enlightened to what is possible for them.
That's awesome. Well, and most network marketers don't understand that you are actually in the problem-solving business.
Yes.
That is what we do. And if you don't have that mindset, it's really hard to be successful, because it's not about like, I'm going to just push my products and it's buy, or join my team or whatever. It's how can I be of service? And I love that that's what you have taken from this, because that's really the foundations of building a business, one that you love. And I'm sure you don't feel like you are burned out or anything like that anymore, even though you're running a really large team.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, my team blew past the size of my previous company's team by like my 7th or 8th month even. I mean, that took me 5 years before. And I think also it helps to really, it retains people too. It keeps, because they love the culture, and you start to attract other people that, love to help others, and that's what it's about.
So when you get a new person that joins your team, what's like the number one tip that you give them to help them be successful?
That it's not easy. We make things simple, but I like them to have that mindset of, listen, we took out all your excuses because anyone can do this. I mean, our company happens to be free to join. So we have the tools, it doesn't matter your background. It's all kind of on you, and we're here to cheer you on. And I really let them know, I'm like, I'm going to be your biggest supporter. but you got to meet me, halfway as well. So, I mean, I think that's a big part of it, because I think so much of this business is mindset and building that self-worth and thinking that you are deserving of more in your life. And it breaks my heart, because that's the biggest roadblock people have, is they don't think they are deserving of the success. They don't think they can do it. And they are so crippled by what they're worried about other people thinking about them, and they miss out on so much in life. So I like to say, like, we're in the business of providing solutions for people, problem solving, but we're also in the business of building self-belief in people and self-worth and realizing they are made for more, So I think that's kind of my number one talk with them is the mindset portion of it, and we can plug them into our automated, systems and everything like that, and our onboarding, which we're always trying to make better. But, if they go into it knowing, like, I am going to do this, I'm going to make this happen, many times they do, but they're like, oh, let me just kind of get my feet wet. I don't know, because they want to protect themselves because they're worried about failing. Try to flip that mindset into a more positive one.
Yeah, that's awesome. And that's exactly what I see too, is the people that are successful are the ones that they're like, I can do this, and they take action. And the ones that aren't, it's because they don't believe in themselves that they can't do it enough, or they're borrowing the belief of their upline,
Yes.
because their upline is the person that believed in them. And so I need to do everything my upline says because they are the ones that believe in me. And then instead of you need to flip that around and believe in yourself that you can do things and not rely on other people's belief in yourself,
Yes, that's huge.
Yeah.
That is huge.
Well, where can people find more information about you if they want to get connected with you, learn more about what you're doing? If they're like a burned out mom or dad in the medical field, where could they find you?
A few different ways. You can look me up, Sarah Cole, on Facebook. I feel like there's a lot of us. But I also have a group called Balanced Brilliance as well. That is a great group on there. And then I am also on Instagram as CRNA Mama with the slash at the bottom.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for being on here. This was so fun.
Yes, it was so fun. I was looking forward to this, and just so grateful for you just starting this company, and really elevating the whole industry and giving a lot of us who were frustrated before and felt very stuck some inspiration to fuel our own dreams and kind of make it our own. And it's just been great. So I appreciate it.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much. We'll see everyone later.